Hello and welcome. Today we've got a Ford Focus 2014 model with a 2-liter engine, and we are going to be trying out the cold air intake off of Amazon. This is called the RTunes. It's about $50. I've already got a tutorial video on how to install a cold air intake on a Focus. However, I wanted to go ahead and show this one as well because it seems like a lot better quality than the one off of eBay. First thing we're going to do here is remove the factory air box here. It is fastened down to the throttle body with a 7mm head clamp. Get that off of there. Squeeze in on the blue thing and pull this thing off of here. Push to the edge here on that and release it there. Then you're going to want to come here, pull up on the red clip like that, and then squeeze in and pull up. And then push this out of its retainer hole. That's out of the way. You might have a flap here to get out of the way. Mine's missing. But pop that out of the bottom there portion. Pull up right here. Grab in the middle. And there she comes, boys. That's it. That is out of here. Alright, so if you look at this hole right here, you may have a baffle right here that's fastened down with a 10mm bolt. Mine's missing. But you won't be needing that anymore. So if you've got that, bolt right there. And we won't be needing this anymore here. Grab onto it carefully and pull it out. You don't want to damage this coolant line here. It's plastic, it's brittle. And I will have a link down below for this cold air intake if you're interested in checking it out or buying it. It's an affiliate link, so please, if you're using PayPal Honey, don't use it because Honey steals commissions off of YouTubers. What do we have here? Ooh. All right. Once again, I'm impressed with the quality of these air filters on these Chinese cold air intakes. Looking good, Big Daddy. It's got some protective film on it here, as you can see. It's kind of tan in color. You just peel that off. Yeah, if you're going to be getting a Chinese cold air intake for your Focus, get this one. It's the same price as that eBay one, and this fitting here doesn't look like it's going to fall out like that, like that other one. Oh my goodness. We've got a couple of slip couplings here, and a PCV hose. And no clamps for these. And there's no bracket either. The bracket normally attaches right here and bends to shape to support the cold air intake. That is also missing. Okay. You got this coupling here that is smaller on one end. The smaller end goes on the throttle body. Just roll and push on. However, first you're going to want to slide the clamp on. What I'm going to do here, since the kit did not come with the clamps, is I'm going to rob these off of the factory intake hose. Rotate the clamp clockwise to get it into this larger notch and pull it off. There we go. Got another notch to rotate out of here. I am going to take this rubber off of here. I believe it's just protection for this plastic fitting. I'm rotating and pulling out. That coupling here is going to be for the PCV line that goes to the back of the valve cover here. And you are going to need to replace that with this hose right here. Okay. So I might as well just go ahead and take this off. It's the same type of release fitting that is on this side, except it's in reverse. There we go. Pull this little guy on out of here. Insert. I am pushing in and rotating clockwise at the same time. Easy with two hands, it just pops right in. Do have that clamp on here, if you can see that. I've got the bigger one here. Slide it right here. And in theory, you can just go ahead and slide this on in there. Yeah, that's better. On your old airbox, come on up here and take the mass airflow sensor. It's got two 8mm bolts. Whoops. Oh. Hey, buddy. Here it is, boys, the mass air sensor. Once you take those two bolts out, it just kind of pops right out of there, and it'll be ready to go ahead and swap over to your new one. Okay. Hold on, boys. All right, so just like on that Fusion cold air intake I installed, put that end back on, cut this, and then slide that black hose on right here onto here. With brute force and determination, I did slide this sleeve on here. If you're wondering which end it goes on, look at this end and look at that end. It's a distinct difference. You do not want to put the coupling on this side. You want to put it like that. You're going to want to put the air filter on this side. Once again, they didn't include any clamps for this. However, it's such a tight fit, I think you'd be all right just driving up to the dollar or the auto parts store like this. And now with brute force and determination, I am going to go ahead and get this on here. Yeah, get a zip tie if you need to run up to the store after this. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's, yeah. Need a clamp there, and preferably a clamp there as well. And now, let's see if this fits. Okay. Oh, it does. Now you can just hold it on here and tighten the clamp down. I am going to situate the cold air intake about this level here, and about this orientation here. And now I'm going to go ahead and tighten down on these clamps. What do you say? The factory clamp for this position here does not get tight enough, so you will need to go to the store and get yourself some actual clamps for this. That one does get tight enough, so you'll need 1, 2, 3 clamps. Okay. And also, you might need some clamps for this after you cut this right here, which I'll show you how to do in a second, this PCV line, and put it on here. You're going to want to clamp on each side of this, like maybe 1/2 or 5/8 to 3/4 inch clamps. Make sure you don't get this clamp too tight on here, because the fitting is cheap and fragile. So what I did is I got it tight enough where it still spins, but it doesn't come off, so that's good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut this factory PCV line. If you don't have a pair of snips like this, you can utilize a razor blade. Okay. Yep. Do leave enough hosing on here if you want to go back to your factory intake, that you can splice in some of the rubber hose here and put it back onto your factory hose as well. Kind of splice it back on if you need to. All right, boys, now it's time to go ahead and cut this black hose here. So what I'm going to do is cut about 1 inch or 2, 1.5 inches up on the factory hose. So I'm cut about right here so that it has enough room to slide on and be a good seal. Yep. There we go. Oh, need to get a clamp on there. You are going to want about 3 1/4 inch clamps for this, for the portion here and here. All right, just a moment while I run to the store and get some clamps. All right, there she is, boys. Got me 2 clamps here. The clamp that was actually right here first, I put right here, and it's a good fit because it's slightly larger. So all I had to do was get a couple of hose clamps, just 2 of them. It was $7. They fit, I believe it was like 1.5 to 3.5 inches, and yeah, works fine. So here's a sound clip for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I sure do hope you like it. Link below if you want to get it. It's a little janky, but it's better than that eBay one I had. Have a great day. Okay.